Cavs in a second, but first, Donovan Mitchell getting the windmill dunk on the fast break. And up.
Man, I wish this guy didn't play in Utah. Utah's dealt with some injuries, and they're Utah. I feel like he'd get more national shine. He is an outstanding player.
People used to say that about Karl Malone and John Stockton.
Yeah, but he don't have. I mean, he doesn't have a running mate right now. They would have, and they would always said it about it if it was just Malone, if it was just Stockton.
People at Utah, don't send Nick no hate mail and everything.
Man, and
Utah's a great place.
They're still doing telegrams there, man.
Same game, same guy. More dunk.
I'm telling you, man. Donovan Mitchell is your guy, CC.
Well,
You just
he
called
should
him
be
Karl Malone.
Rookie of the Year.
No, chill.
Well, who should be?
Ben Simmons.
Oh,
won.
yeah, no shooting Ben. When was the last time he made a 4-footer?
4-footer he can make.
You sure?
Hey, Russell
Hey,
Westbrook.
Dusty, what's his percentage outside of 3 feet?
14-footer.
Blowing past the entire Laker defense en route to OKC's third straight win.
You know what that looked like to me, CC?
No, tell me.
Le'Veon Bell. We'll stop, start, little patience, get
You
back.
mean a little hezzy?
Yeah, well, Le'Veon Bell's probably playing basketball today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Since your team's not playing football.
What? Oh, whose team? Oh, L. Bell's team? Yeah.
Yours.
No. I'm the Chiefs first. Come on.
Oh, they've been done since mid-season.
Lauri Markkanen blocking Steph's shot right into his face.
Another guy having a great rookie year. This, while he wasn't on my rookie of the year ballot prior to this, now he is. Take that, Steph Curry, right off the dome.
Also, not only a good defender, amazing three-point shooter. I think the fastest young player to 100 threes.
100%. No thinking about it. You are totally correct.
All right, to the Cavs now. This hit that ice-cold Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. Yes, the Cavs are in an uptown funk right now. You guys got that? Come on.
Nice Bruno Mars reference, Jenna.
Lose 8 of their last 10 games, and it'll get you that. Now it's gotten so bad, some players have written a letter to the owner asking to make changes, with supposedly many prominent players doubting the team can win a title. But who's not worried? Nick Wright or head coach Ty Lue.
I don't know which guys, but I believe so. I think a lot of the guys believe we can win. We've got, we've been playing well as of late, the last couple of games. We've got to continue to build off that. So, yeah, I feel confident. I know how good we can be. Once we get healthy, many restrictions are off, guys are back. We're going to be fine. And with the point guard, the head of a snake, I see right now, just trying to find his rhythm, get his legs, and we're going to be fine. So, I've seen what people say sources say, and I look down the roster and I ain't seen no guy named Source.
So it's true.
Sure, guys, see sources.
Sources guys hanging out. Hey, Ty Lue's not worried at all. Should he be as worried as the players seem to be on this team?
And talking to Ty Lue, I spent some time this offseason with him, and that's one thing. He knows the Cavs. They're my favorite team. And he said, Chris, this one thing, it's never smooth. It's always some type of drama. There's always something surrounding the team. And he would say, I wouldn't say it's LeBron, but, LeBron teams are LeBron because of who he is. It provides extra attention. So he's gotten used to that. I think that because he's won a championship and because he's been through where he took over at midseason, he led them, even though they had injured players, to a championship. He was part of picking the type of players and Jeff Green coming over to add to that bench strength that we thought that they would be better this season. So, yes, I can understand that. And with him being a former NBA point guard, him understanding what it takes to be undersized, how many games it's going to take for him to get back to full strength, and having the type of patience that I see what's there in the East. I'm not concerned about Toronto. I'm not concerned about Boston. I'm not concerned about Milwaukee. Yes, I could understand, and knowing Ty Lue, I could understand why he could give that interview and do it and walk away with it being like, I feel like I was completely honest with the media.
Ty Lue has you mentioned, he knows that they are going to be the single most discussed team in the league. Because they have LeBron James and because the other most prominent team in the league, the Golden State Warriors, have no controversy surrounding them. They're just awesome waves and waves of talent. So the Cavs are going to be under a microscope more than any team in the league. He also is not in a position the players are in where the players can anonymously or on the record talk about needing a bleeping playmaker like LeBron did last year, talk about how they are missing a key ingredient, because that's players almost throwing themselves under the bus. If Ty Lue were to say some of the things the players were saying, it would seem like the coach throwing his players under the bus. He can't do that. And you need the only people that we haven't heard anonymously or on the record doubt whether or not the Cavs can win a title are, that we know we haven't heard, Ty Lue and LeBron James. You can't have either of your key leaders of the team doubt that this team can reach its ultimate goal, even if behind the scenes they realize, listen, we thought we were going to be better in the backcourt this year. Like, that's an under-discussed part of this team is Derrick Rose, we thought would be a key acquisition as a bench player, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the rotation, if they go IT, Shumpert, Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, yes, they're a lot better. But that collection of players with that talent there, they thought that, yes, they would be a lot better.
Exactly right. They knew they'd lost Kyrie, but they thought their overall depth in the backcourt would be as good, if not better, than last year.
Yes.
But what ended up happening is Derrick Rose was unplayably bad and then got hurt. Shump has been hurt. IT is just now finally playing. D. Wade's the only guy that met or exceeded his expectations. And that's not even to mention JR, who was a key part of the year they won the title. He wasn't scoring a ton, but he was a knockdown shooter from three and a good defender. In fact, in Game 7 of the finals, the reason they came back at the beginning of the second half of that game was 3 key J.R. Smith shots. JR's been one of the worst starters in the NBA this year. So, like, they didn't anticipate that part of that. And the players know we probably need to do what we've done every year, which is add a Kyle Korver, which is add Shump, J.R. Mozgov. Even as small as adding Channing Frye was something they did 2 years ago, which helped the team. They do need to make an addition. The head coach is not in a position to say those things because that's killing the guys who are currently on his, at least not say them publicly, because if you add a player, you're getting rid of a player, and those guys got to want to play for you right now.
Who's the one player that really needs to step up, to have a really solid rest of January and on through? Like, we talk about Kevin Love, and we talk about IT, and we talk about LeBron James needing to play lights out every night. We talk about trying to get this rotation together. Like, is there one guy that you think, forget who they get at the trade deadline, if there's one guy that really needs to get his game back or get his game together?
It's not one guy. It's really about health. They need to get IT back to 100% healthy because you can't measure the team until he's 100%. So if we're going to go with health, then they got to have Shump healthy. Because if Shump is healthy, even if JR is not playing great defense, the rest of the guards aren't good defenders. So that's why you need Shump. You need another ball handler and another hard-nosed defender who brings them a lot of attitude that Draymond kind of brings, but on a higher level. Draymond does with Golden State. But this is the type of thing, and Shump has been there through thick and through thin, and the Cavs have been faithful to him. So not having Shump in there, and IT not being healthy. So if it was one player, I would say Shumpert being 100% healthy would add to the mix.
So there's 3 guys that it's not due to injury, even though one of them has been injured, that are potential key rotation players who are having either their worst year of their career or their worst year in 4 or 5 years. J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, and Jay Crowder. They need at least one of those 3, most notably Jay Crowder, to find his form from last season. Like, injuries aside, that's something. One of those 3 has to get better than what they've played so far.
So interesting. Neither of you said LeBron. I love it. I love it.
LeBron's playing as good as he's played.
Coming up, Tom Brady hurt his throwing hand. Oh, no. So how big a deal is this for the Patriots? Probably not a big one. We'll discuss next on First Things First.
Cece's got sources.
Asked and answered.
What's that sound? I don't even get that sound.